at Monster Hunter, a great game filled with tons of monsters and tons of fighting. It is one of my favorites out of all the games I've played, and one of my favorite series. Throughout the series, there are many monsters you fight, and one I feel like that doesn't get enough light from what I've seen is my favorite, Malfestio, is how I think you're supposed to pronounce it. So, I'm going to be talking about it. The thing with Malfestio is that it has some of the most annoying abilities, putting you to sleep and hypnotizing you, which is a staple of what I hate. But what I love about it is that it's just an owl. What monster is an owl? But about Malfestio's abilities. Malfestio's abilities consist of many annoying dive attacks, clawing attacks with its feet, and wing attacks. It can also shoot a ginormous beam with its wings that creates sleeping, and is able to dive bomb from the sky and create the hypnotizing ability. It can also shoot the hypnotizing ability from its wings by slamming it on the ground. Some general information about Malfestio is that its classing is bird wyvern, and that it is weak to fire and water, which means using some fire element weapons or water element weapons, or using fire or water element ammo is a great way to take it down quick. Another thing to note is that it can be found in these three places, which are the Desert Island, Primal Forest, and Jurassic Frontier. Malfestio is a monster that I've really just had a passion to loving it. Once I first found it as a monster in Generations Ultimate, which is the staple game I play, that it is from, I really didn't like it. But as I started getting more and more into the game of Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, I had to replay it, just to feel what it was like in the beginning. And I fought Malfestio again, which the fight felt so much more different, fun, exciting, and confusing, pun intended. And it really just grew on me as a monster I now have come to love. Another thing about Malfestio is the behavior. Malfestio is a nocturnal predator that uses its talons and wing claws to attack prey such as Nagakuga. The in-game description of Malfestio describes it as a bird wyvern which is most at home in the dark. It catches prey with its wings and talons. The neck of Malfestio is able to make a complete 360-degree turn to look completely around it. The ability to confuse comes from its scales and its wings, which could scatter a pollen that causes it to confuse its foes. The Malfestio's threat level is a 4-star, so hunters, be careful. Malfestio has a subspecies named the Night Cloak Malfestio. It is more deadly, so hunters, be careful of it. Night Cloak Malfestio was released in Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, which was a spin-off of Monster Hunter Generations. Malfestio's Japanese name is... I'm not even going to try and pronounce that, but it is named that because of the sound an owl makes. The English name Malfestio is a mix of Malfixus, if I'm pronouncing it right, meaning wicked in Latin, and jester and or, if I'm pronouncing it right, which means a genius of owls. A few proposals for the English name included Sonotus, Skitiku, and Notoise. I probably butchered those names, and they're probably completely said differently, but I don't really know how to pronounce it, and I'm just gonna go with that. Please correct me in the comments if I am wrong. Malfestio resembles an owl. Its body is covered in a blue feathers with a grayish belly, a yellow collar, and a white face, with a small beak and red eyes. On its head are long tufts that points are black and are tipped with yellow. There are hints of yellow on its legs that end in scaly feet that have 2 talons and 1 small vestigial toe. Its wings have bright blue membranes. Along its wings are long and bladed, which make them like claws. Its flattened tail end is in a 3-point shape. Malfestio's head and tail can be wounded and its wing talons can be broken. When it becomes enraged, Malfestio's tufts erect, a part of its face turns red, and its wing talons extend. In this state, it is capable of inflicting confusion with more attacks and will sweep the hypnotic beam from left to right instead of firing it in one direction, ahead. When fatigued, its tufts hang down and Malfestio will stumble when it tries to charge or attack with its wings. Malfestio will feed on Kelby to restore stamina. Malfestio is capable of using a unique status effect, confusion, or how I like to call it, hypnosis, which will cause afflicted hunters to have their movement controls reversed or inverted. Malfestio roar requires earplugs to block. G-rank Malfestio gains 1 new ability to do, which is similar to another monster I will touch upon later, Astalos. It gains the ability to slam its wings in a similar action, as I said, to Astalos. This concludes the end of the Malfestio Let's Talk video. Please consider subscribing, liking, and enjoy the rest of the video. Like, subscribe, and comment what I should do next.